it may filter in, but I want to stay true to our time and respect that for all of you. Thank you so much for coming tonight. My name is Petrea. Most of you know me, Petrea Meyer, and this is Natalie King, my sister. And Amanda Smith will be coming in and probably sharing with us some too. She got held up at a doctor's ortho visit for her kids' bones. So she's on her way. Thank you so much for coming tonight, and I want to say thank you very much to Tracy for having us here at the Art Matters Gallery. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry it's cold. I would like our furnace went out. Way up back there. So we have space heaters that'll get warmer.
Jungle jacks.
Please take a chance to check out the art if you get a moment while you're here. There's a lot of great stuff. I love that this oil community is really growing, and it's so wonderful to see all your smiling faces. We have, many of you received the love sets. Those were for placing a 100-point loyalty rewards order in February. If you didn't get one of those and wanted one, there's still time for that to happen. We have an exciting week. How many people here knew about BOGOs today? Woohoo! Yay, BOGO!
Buy one, get one!
Yay! Today was buy one On Guard, receive one lavender free. Phenomenal, 2 oils I use every day. That goes to midnight. So if you still want that, you still can get that by adding it to your cart. If you have a loyalty rewards order, I suggest just going into your loyalty rewards cart and for shipping that order. That way you get your points for shipping. So we're really excited. This week, every day will be a different offer. How many people are on our Facebook group? Quite a few. Essential Oils, that used to be Essential Oils Petrea Meyer, is now Essential Oils Nature's Farmers. That is encompassing our entire team and our entire community. And if you're not part of that, we can help you get on there if you'd like to be part of that group. We have a few events coming up. We have Mamas and Babies. March 20th, it's a Monday night. We'll be right here at the gallery at 6 p.m. We will have Jenny Dan Dudgeon. She will be coming down and sharing with us as well. And this is just not just babies as infants, but kids of all ages and supporting them with essential oils. Something exciting, April 1st, Wellness Summit. dōTERRA has a very special opportunity they're bringing to our area. On April 1st, at the Pfister Hotel in Milwaukee, they will have our Wellness Summit. They will be presenting in the morning about product information, and I think the focus of it is going to be on immune support, something we all probably need. And the immune support will be in the morning, and there'll be some presentations. And then they will have product display booths for everyone to browse through. For those of you that are doing this as earning your oils for free or want to do this as a business, there will be business training that afternoon as well. We are very honored. We are actually going to have one of the display booths. Our team is going to be representing at the event, so it's very exciting. Please come up to Milwaukee and see us. I will post on Facebook again that link if you'd like to register to go to that. It is free. If any of you are open to earning your oils for free or are thinking of doing a business, we do have a lot of new training going on and happening. If that's something you're open to, just make sure to speak with me. We're going to do our emotions class, and then we're going to do a intro class following this. So for anyone that's new to the oils, or if any of you would like a refresher, you're welcome to stay for the intro class. Does everybody have your blue tickets? Did everybody get one? Okay. We'll do, you didn't get one? We will do some drawings. So one time. All right. Well, we have this class sheet that we're going to be going through tonight, sharing a lot of information with all of you. We're going to be talking about things such as roller balls. That's these little glass bottles. Many of you are familiar with them. We add our essential oils to them and our coconut oil. To top it off, and then we can put our roller in. It's great for easy application, topically, wonderful for that. We'll also be talking about some diffuser recipes, which I think we got unplugged there. Some diffuser recipes for aromatic use, and that one is allowed to begin with. And there's also these little aromatic things that are interesting. They're called inhalers. And there's a little wick, and you just put this inside this little, inhaler tube. You can add your essential oils to it, and you put the little stopper on the bottom, and then you're able to use that aromatically in your purse. Nice little thing. They do offer these on sites like Aroma Tools.
Helps you not look so crazy in public.
I don't mind looking.
It looks like a tampon from afar, so it's kind of an odd visual.
I got a fancy one.
Ooh, Natalie's fancy.
We'll be talking tonight about protocols, which is applying a certain series of oils to your body topically, and we'll be going through some of that. And there's also some ways that you can support your body internally with the essential oils for your emotions as well. So we'll go over everything. We're going to start here on our class sheet. Aromatherapy is a safe and effective way to manage our emotions. Essential oils are aromatic compounds found in plants, trees, barks, stems, flowers, and other parts of plants. What we breathe affects our mood. We're finding that our emotions and how we feel physically are directly linked. Emotions can have physical manifestation and showing up as pain and inflammation and lethargy, and can affect our overall health. Emotions are information-carrying molecules that bind and react with cell receptors. They go into the cell, impacting the function and behavior. Emotions in their smallest form are chemical molecules. Because they're chemicals, they're not just limited to our mind. So our emotions are not just in our mind. Emotions flow and are processed throughout our entire body. Complex neural processing functions in the heart, mind, and gut. The three brains. They have neural networks that independently have memory and intelligence. That means you can actually process feelings in each of these brains. So you have your mind, your heart, and your gut. You ever have that feeling like, oh, I got a feeling in my gut? Like, you have that feeling. You have that heart, oh, I gotta go with my heart. You know how we all make those decisions. There actually is scientific background behind that. There are actually neurotransmitters going on, creating those feelings that you're having. We're going to start tonight with something that I feel is the base of physical and emotional health. This is our Lifelong Vitality Supplements. This is a daily supplement pack, which includes 3 supplements. This is a very strong foundation for your physical and emotional health. This can promote increased energy, promote decreased pain, strengthen our immune function, and improve our mental focus. There's 3 different ingredients. The ZE Omega, this has 9 essential oils in it. This also has omega fatty acids, which help support the 3 brains that we were talking about, supporting our brain health, giving it nourishment, as well as our heart and circulatory health, and also our digestive functioning. Important for us. And then the Alpha CRS, this is our cellular vitality complex. This contains antioxidants that are very potent to promote chemical communication in cellular pathways. So helping our body really communicate. This is wonderful for promoting less inflammation in the body in general. So this is wonderful and needed. And then our Microplex VMC, this is your food nutrient complex, your vitamin supplement. It provides optimal levels of micronutrients for the body to properly function and create energy that we need in our bodies. These supplements were designed based on our American diet. These supplements in Japan are different, but on our American diet, they know we eat carbohydrates, processed foods. These are optimum levels that we need to have our body run at full notch. I love what these have done for me, physically, energy, reduced achiness, all those great things. Love the Lifelong Vitality. This really can support your emotional health. Do you want to share about the study?
Absolutely. So this book, Essentially Happy, and it's about emotions, it's about emotional health and oils. When I started my journey with oils, and I know a lot of of you might know my story, not everyone. I struggled with sad feelings frequently, and I was having a really difficult time with that. And Western medicine, the side effects from the drugs alone were enough to kill me, so I needed a different option. So when I started using oils, I read this book because that was my big problem at the time, and it was really interesting because I noticed I didn't have any great results with antidepressants, but in this book, they did a study. They did a 2-month study. For 2 months, there's the group with antidepressants that were on the antidepressants, then there's the group that was taking the LLB, and after the 2 months, the people that were taking the vitamins reported happier feelings and more success getting away from the crying and the darkness and the clouds and all that, and then the antidepressant group. So when I read that, I wasn't taking the vitamins. I was just using the oils, and I was already noticing a difference, so I wasn't even taking the vitamins yet, and I've never been a vitamin taker. Kind of always upset my tummy. Your urine's really yellow, so you think, I'm just peeing it out. I don't want to do this. So I reluctantly gave it a try, and I thought, well, what do I got to lose, you know? So I started taking the vitamins. Oh my gosh. The vitamins are an extremely integral part of what helped me out of that funk. I don't feel my brain was getting all it needed to function at its optimal level. I was lacking something somewhere. And the great thing is it doesn't upset my tummy, and I'm not peeing it all out. And I already have a lot of energy. Boy, the energy's through the roof for me now. I mean, I never need a nap. It's just go, 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 you know? And so I really love that. And aches and pains, like if you have any aches and pains that kind of linger, the alpha CRS, oh my gosh, I saw such a difference when starting to take that. I mean, I must have had a lot of inflammation in my body, and so I really needed that anti stuff. But anyway, this book is going to be up here if you guys want to check it out, or if you're interested in hearing more about that. But I just can't say enough great things about the vitamins. I just love them.
I love that she loves them.
I'm a lot nicer person.
I love that she loves them.
She can vouch for
Yeah,
me.
I mean, the difference in Natalie was tremendous. I mean, all of a sudden it was like, she was walking around at work, and then all of a sudden Natalie is bouncing around work, and she's a very good PR person.
That's right.
Joey.
Tonight we're going to start off with a protocol. First I'm going to talk a little bit about some spots that we refer to. They're based on Chinese meridians. And these are some spots that we apply oils that they can be very effective. And so I just kind of want to make you familiar with a few of the names. Right here between our brows, this is our third eye. We also apply oils sometimes to our temples. Anytime we're applying to them near our eyes, we need to be careful because we don't want to get them into our eyes. Back of the neck, behind the ears, our solar plexus. Solar plexus is just a couple inches above your belly button. It's that area that would pinch together where you would fold in half if you were doing like an abdominal crunch. The solar plexus area. Our elbow creases, our wrist creases, sometimes back of knee creases are referred to. What other ones? Top of head. And around our belly button. Those two places, as well as the bottom of our feet, the oils can enter our system very quickly at the crown, and then also around our belly button. Which around the belly button, that's kind of cool. It's where all our nerves stemmed when we were born. So kind of a neat spot.
Last place.
Yes, throat. Throat is one of the places. So this oil protocol we're going to do to start is open your mind. And it starts with some lemon, and I'm just going to pass this around, so if you just want to work this away across, you just want to dip some on your fingers, and it's some lemon. This is very cleansing.
You can touch the top of the bottle also if you want. If you don't want to.
It doesn't have to be a full drop.
Yeah.
Lemon is wonderful for cleansing and releasing. The next oil we're going to pass around is eucalyptus. Eucalyptus, we're going to just dot right on our third eye, okay?
Oil of health and wellness.
Health and wellness.
Petrea,
Yes.
if you put that in a diluted form in a roller ball, is it just as effective, or would you recommend using it in its purest form to get the best effect, do you think?
I
For the topical with the meridian, based on Chinese medicine and based on the meridians of the body and acupuncture, which is what we're going off of, I would use it straight from the bottle.
Straight from the bottle.
Unless otherwise specified. Hot oils, you would dilute.
Okay.
Oregano, cinnamon, ginger.
Right.
Those you would want to
Okay.
dilute before applying them.
Okay, thanks.
I'm not gonna get pulled over after it doesn't, under the influence.
Oh, I promise.
Under the influence of lemon.
The third and final one of this Open Your Mind protocol is some melaleuca and swiping it right along the back of your neck.
Openness will open you up to
I love this.
ideas.
I love this oil, using it first thing in the morning. I'll swipe some on the back of my neck or the bottom of my feet. And it just kind of brings me into that state of being open for what comes at me during the day. You know, lots of things can happen. But let's be open and ready to receive what there is to be given to us.
Absolutely. Okay.
Now
Now
is, do you want to give them just a minute to get
Yeah,
their
yeah. And then actually, do you want to switch them? Can you hear me? Is this good? Can you hear me? Good. I love, ever since I've been turned on to this new way of applying oils, I really love the effectiveness of it. There is a woman, if anybody's on Facebook, I'm sure you can Google her too, Desiree Mangendog. It's Mangandog. She is an acupuncturist. She's in Chinese medicine. She's been in natural health for a long time, and she was using herbs prior to being turned on to the oils. And when she saw using the oils and then using them in these meridians that are based on Chinese medicine, she saw the shifts happening so much faster, almost sometimes instantaneous before they even left. Whereas before with herbs, it would maybe take a week, 2 weeks. She was noticing just really quick results by using these other meridians. So she has a really awesome book. I Am Fabulous. She's part of our team. And she's out in Seattle now. She was in San Diego, but now she's in Seattle. And she wrote I Am Fabulous. And what this book is it's a blend book for emotional well-being. And when I found this book, all this stuff that I was learning and already using and loving, it took me like on a rocket up to the next level of the stratosphere. It's been amazing. Like these blends. It's called I Am Fabulous by Desiree Mangendog, and it is
You
on
spell
your
her
shirt.
last name?
It's
you have it printed.
It's Mangandog. She's on Facebook. She does emotions protocols, emotions classes. There are some things to see on Facebook if you're interested in finding anything else out about her. The other great thing that you can do, which was today, and it was President's Day, so it was, whenever it's a holiday, they don't have a call, but I always check because I'm never sure and I want to be sure. And I called today and it was Janet, her partner Janet, that was leading the call today. So they did have a call today. I'm really sorry if anybody read that on Facebook and then didn't listen to the call. I feel terrible. I never miss this call. I drop everything I'm doing at 1 o'clock on a Monday if I have to and listen to this call. Take some notes, because what's wonderful about this call, it's an hour long. And you don't have to stay on for the whole time, and it's one of those deals where you call and then you put in an access code, and then you put yourself on mute and you just listen. So I can vacuum, I can dust, I can do whatever, and just listen to this call. And I've learned so many things since I started listening to this call. It's been amazing. So the first half an hour is Janet, who is on her team also, and she does the first half, and that's where people like you and I call in and say, oh my gosh, we used this on our husband, and he it totally worked, Product shares, testimonials, things that worked, things that they've used, a blend they made, and they were really excited and wanted to share about it, or whatever. So you can take notes in that part of other people and what they've tried and what they've used, or if you wanted to share something yourself because you were tickled by it. And then the second half hour of the call is Desiree herself, and she comes on and it's question time. So you ask Desiree questions, and Desiree gives you specific blends based on you, I know it seems odd, but when you hear her and you hear the energy that's behind her on the call, I think you're gonna love her too. It's really hard not to fall in love with her. She knew things about me I didn't know about me over the phone, okay? Because she's made blends for me. I've asked her. So, really great call. You gotta check it out. It'll take you to the next level if you're waiting to go for that with this oil trip because it is a lot of fun. So that's the call, and like I said, it's on Mondays at 1, and then it's again in the evening at 7. Now Desiree is the one that always, almost always, except for today, does the last half hour with the questions. I think at 7 o'clock at night, I think it's Janet, or it might be a different team member of hers. So I always try to listen to the 1 o'clock one. If you want Desiree, you gotta get you some Desiree. I got Desiree fans. Every Monday I get Desiree fans. I just love it.
She'll hang up on me and she's like, it's
I'm
time
like,
for the
it's
call. And I'm
Desiree,
like, oh yeah.
click. I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta listen to Desiree. Okay, so I just really love it. But this book, and it's for sale at Edge Success.
Yep.
It's for sale at EO Tools. It's
Aroma Tools.
Aroma Tools. A couple different places you can get this book. I think it's $17.95, something like that, $18. 45 blends in this book. And then there's some diffuser blends too at the back, but most of these are rollerball blends, and they're for various states of emotional health and what you'd like some support with. So I've just loved this book. I've had nothing but success with it, all of the blends in it. Yes, ma'am?
I'm just wondering, is that mountain time, eastern time, central time?
1 o'clock and 7 o'clock is our time.
Okay.
They're out on the East Coast, so I don't know what their time is. I just know that at 1 o'clock our time, I gotta be ready to go. So
Do it on YouTube or anything, to watch it later if
she
you're
does,
working?
and
Okay.
it's compliant issues.
Yeah.
For compliancy issues. She does not record the call, so it's like you listen or you
You
don't
lose
get
it.
the info. So that's why I've become so hooked to listening to these calls. I've taken some really great notes. So if any of you have any questions later, I might have something for you. I've got them all in my phone. I've taken hundreds of notes. So very, very cool. So now let's move on, and I'm going to tell you about our emotional aromatherapy oils that we have in our wheel. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this wheel. So we have 6 different emotions oils, and we have them in both the roller, which has the ball, which you can roll it on, or the oil itself, and these are 5 mLs. And so now what these are is you can use them to support your emotional health and how you're feeling at the time. You come back to this wheel and say you're feeling gloomy. That was something that I felt a lot in the past. Gloomy. Gloomy's right here, and it takes me right up to citrus. Find me a citrus. Well, I did. It's lime. Lime's my citrus, my go-to. So this is a citrus. Or if you're right on the edge, or here's, let's say you're discouraged, then go right up here to motivate. Or if you're kind of in the middle, you can decide, do I feel more somber, do I feel more bored? And then you'd go toward the emotion that you're feeling and try that oil. So now the very first oil here.
I will tell you, my method is a little bit less questioning. I smell both if I'm in the middle, and whichever one I like better, that's the one I use. And I find that what you like the smell of is a lot of times what you need. So I do it based on which one do I like better. Oh,
And it is funny because if you have any of these oils or you've ever smelled any of these oils, every time you smell it, it's going to smell different to you. If you're in a really bad mood, cheer is going to smell great to you. But it just depends on your mood. Like if you're needing it, it's really going to smell great to you. And then you might go back to that later and you don't have that need for it. It doesn't smell as compelling to you. You're like, take it or leave it. So it's funny. Because this is how our mind is. It's interesting how it works. So this one, I love this one. It's Motivate. Motivate gets you moving. You need to clean the house. You don't want to. You put some things off. Love this oil. Yeah.
I'm gonna sell that one in the gallon
And it's got
size.
peppermint in it, wild orange. It's awesome. It's really great for diffusing to get you in the mood to go and do something, or even just put a little here on your heart space, put a little on your wrist creases, put a little on the back of your neck to get you going.
great for confidence,
Great for confidence.
courage, belief.
Really get you up and moving, get you out of the chair. This next one, I love my new thing to do. If you've see me on Facebook at all, I've put it on there a bunch of times. Elevation and Peace Together, diffused. Love it, smells so good. Favorite new thing right now. This is peace. And this will just give you a feeling of peace, feeling of calm. If things are seeming really chaotic or confusing or just everyone's running this way and that and you just need some inner peace, this will give it to you. And so I'm gonna go ahead and this is
I don't think we'll pass them all around.
You don't want
I don't wanna overwhelm. If
Okay,
you guys
let's
wanna
do it.
smell any, you can come up afterwards.
Yeah,
We'll just do a few.
absolutely, absolutely. And so the next one is console, and this is for grief, or when you need to be consoled, you're beside yourself, you're upset, you're just not feeling right, you need a shoulder to cry on. This is your shoulder to cry on. And there's been times before when I had tears, cried my eyes out and smelled this and love it. And then later when I was happy, smell it and I was like, oh, I don't like that. I can't believe I liked that. So I'm throwing oils now. Sorry. So it's funny how it'll do that, but it's based on how you're feeling at the time. This one is one of my favorite ones. It's forgive, and it's trees, lots of trees, really earthy, piney, foresty smell, kind of puts you into the woods. This I use to forgive my parents, forgive my husband, forgive my kids, whatever. If I'm just feeling like kind of grudgy and bitter, I will use this and use this to help me.
We wanna
Let
pass
it
that
go. Feel forgive, you know? Next one is passion, and this is to give you passion in life. And I love it as you guys, if any of you earned your passion spray, this is gonna smell familiar to you. You're gonna love your passion spray. Just kind of gives you a little bit of a drive, you know, just makes you really passionate. You know, just can really kind of get you stirred up. So I love that. This next one is great. It's cheer. When you're needing some cheering, when you're feeling down, you're not feeling too excited or happy about life at the moment. Cheer is wonderful. So, and then what's lovely is dōTERRA has made them all into rollers. So if you found that you're using these a lot, these are really helpful. It's just really simple to be able to apply right where you need it, back your neck, any of those spots we were talking about. This makes it nice and simple and not so messy. Like you don't get your hands messy at all when you use these. So I love that. Because when you're driving, you know, who wants to take the wheel? Like, oh, sorry, didn't turn. So that is our wheel.
We're gonna pause for just a moment because Amanda's here.
Awesome.
This is Amanda Smith. Yay. Amanda, I know you've been through a lot this afternoon.
It's her turn.
I think we need a little piece for Amanda.
And we're right at the beginning right
Should we just start random this rollerball?
It's probably a salt.
So we're on the back. We'll start to think about our mood oils. Elevation is a wonderful one. This is our joyful blend, otherwise known as Freya's Happy Juice.
It is my double head.
This is Elevation. Elevates mood, increases vitality. It's very energizing and refreshing. Great to wear as a daily perfume. I love it. I'm gonna pass this one around. It's wonderful in the diffuser. Our next mood oil is Citrus Bliss. Our invigorating blend, very uplifting. You can use this to purify the air, reduce stress, and you can diffuse to help uplift your mood. Another great one is Balance. This is our grounding blend. Very centering. It helps with relaxation. You can add this to the wrist or your neck to ease anxious feelings. It brings tranquility. I will also pass this one around.
Balance is that oil I use when I have 150 million things in the fire and I feel like I'm being like too stretched. I will take a moment, I will put some balance in the back of my neck, my wrists, I'll breathe some in. This helps me kind of just rein it all in, kind of pull things back into controllable chaos. I love balance for just having that sense of calm in those moments of complete wildness.
Our last one is Serenity. This is our restful blend. This is very calming. It can help with sleep. It eases tension, calms the mind. And I also, thanks to Natalie for putting this out, use it to support occasional jaw tension. And I just put it right on the area and it's amazing. So. Actually, this does come in a complex, so you can take it as a pill. So you can not only, you can put it on the bottom of your feet, you can put it in the diffuser, you can smell it before bed. My kids put it in a spray bottle and spray the room. Very calming.
For TMJ, you just put it straight. Or do you
I
put
put
oil?
mine in a little bit of coconut oil, like a little hot, but you could just put it straight.
I put mine straight.
Brian puts it straight.
So if you don't have this app already, this is going to be an app that you want to download. It's another way to learn about the essential oils. It's free. You just go to your app and search for Daily Drop. There's a lot of videos for you to watch. Do you have your phone?
My phone is recording right now.
Here, I have a phone.
I've got mine. Oh, here, she's got it.
Thank you. It's very easy to use. So this is what it looks like, and it shows you on your paper as well. And if you click on these 3 lines on the right-hand corner, you could go to Settings, and you can choose Show All Videos. Otherwise, you would watch them in a step where you could like watch a video a day. But if you go to Settings and you click on Show All Videos, then they're always available to you at any time. Another cool thing is, on those same 3 lines, there is a spot that you can click on that says Determine Your Mood.
It's cool.
It's very cool. So I could go in there and move the dial on Overwhelmed.
What's it prescribed?
And then you can go down and it says Show Results, and it tells me doTERRA Cheer, doTERRA Balance. It's a very cool app, and I think it's amazing that it's free. So
It's a free tool to use, yeah.
thanks for letting me jump in.
Awesome.
We're going to talk a little bit about some oils that we commonly use for certain things. Oh, yeah.
Your turn, and Amanda,
Mike.
we need your little cookie thing right there. I forgot that was there. She forgot about it.
It's very lightweight. Sorry, is that okay? All right. So, Maluka we just used. That was the sense of openness. But lavender. Lavender is the oil of communication. I love putting lavender on my throat. It helps me bring out my words to be able to communicate with others and be able to listen to others. I love lavender on my throat for the oil of communication. Frankincense is known as the oil of truth. So if you want to speak the truth of your heart, putting some frankincense right in your heart space, which is right here in the center. Marjoram, it breaks up heart walls and helps you open your heart. Marjoram is great for breaking up heart walls. I would also use that on the heart space. Peppermint dispels mental fog. So it energizes us in the afternoon, gives us that pick-me-up, but it also can dispel our mental fog. So I like to use it when I'm doing bookwork and having some clarity of what I'm working on. cypress is our oil of motion. So if you're feeling stagnant and you're stuck on a project or you're stuck in a place and you feel like you need to propel yourself forward, cypress is a wonderful oil to propel you forward. Lemongrass, I'm going to pass around. Lemongrass, this dispels negativity. This like cleans the air, cleans the juju. So,
So you can diffuse it.
I diffuse this often. As far as lemongrass, I love lemongrass on the top of my head. Lemongrass can. As he's walking by. Ding.
You just need a spray bottle.
Right. Swipe as needed, right? When using lemongrass, it occasionally can be irritating to the skin. I occasionally will use it here. Sometimes people have a little irritation with it. I love it on the top of my head. It just kind of clears the negativity, kind of gives me an open space to be me.
And that could be one of those oils that you do dilute to roll
Yeah,
too,
that
for
you
some
do
people.
in a roller, yeah. When I'm putting it on the top of my head, I got quite a bit of hair up here. If this was bald, I might think about it a little bit more. Yes, oh, white fur. This is an oil that I love. White fur is a great oil to stop the negative head talk. So that times when you're saying, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not enough, you are enough, and white fur can really stop that negative head talk that you have going on.
Is that kid friendly?
Yes.
Where do you put it?
White fur I love on my wrists or on this portion of my forearm.
Or even the bottom of it.
Or you can do the bottom of the feet. Any of the oils, you can use on the bottom of your feet. They go up through the entire body from there. I use white fur though often on my wrists.
It's great for generational curses too. If, I know I've got a lot of generational curses, but maybe some of you do. Just things that like, maybe neuroticness, because I have a lot of that in my family that runs in your family. Generational curses helps to just, really helps with that. I love white fur, and I love the way it smells. So,
Again, spray bottle.
yeah.
That is a spray bottle
Like
I have in
60
my
ounce.
car.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. Spearmint. This is a wonderful oil to help you speak to be heard. Spearmint is also uplifting. It does keep me awake on long road trips at night.
And I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Sandy's laughing. She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I've been there with you.
Sandy has road tripped.
Keep her away.
Sandy has road tripped to Milwaukee with me. The oils are flowing
Yeah.
late at night when I need to stay awake. It's wonderful for being heard and speaking your voice, as well as keeping you awake.
So
and
then
it
what you
tastes
can
wonderful
do is
and
put
brownish.
that like on your throat, so you can speak to me heard. Your throat and your neck area.
Spikenard. This is an oil that Sharon was asking me about earlier. Spikenard is a very, very powerful oil. It's very strong. I don't go in full tilt boogie. I usually go in slow for the whiff. But I do love to put some spikenard right on my third eye. Spikenard has the ability to open up and let you see the big picture. Sometimes we get real nitpicky on little things in our lives and we don't remember to step back and see the big picture. Spikenard does give you a very big sense of stepping back, taking that moment to really not nitpick on the small things. I love the powerful, powerful oil. It's like a frankincense. It's very wide gamut. It's very, very diverse oil that comes from Nepal, and I love the spikenard. Wild orange, a lot of you experienced when you came in tonight. Wild orange, the oil of abundance. Yes. Abundance. It also can help with feelings of anxiousness, feelings of sadness. If I'm feeling a little slumpy, I will pull out some wild orange, smell the bottle, rub some on my hands, kind of like we did tonight, bringing in that abundance into your life.
It helps to get rid of the scarcity mindset. So if you use wild orange, anything is possible. And there's no scarcity and no shortages. There's going to be plenty to go around. That's the feeling that you can get from wild orange.
All right, well, Natalie, do you want to talk a little bit about some specific emotions?
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so now we're down here underneath where it says wild orange area.
Oh, 1 second.
it's feelings of stress, overwhelm, just too much on our plate. So all of these things are information that I've culled from Desiree. So guaranteed they're from the top, okay? So they're good, they're gonna work, you're gonna love them, I guarantee. The oils for stress and overwhelm that we can use are Serenity, Balance, Vetiver, love that, Peace, and Clary Sage. Now there's an overwhelm protocol, and it's not to do right now, but these are for you to use if you need them in the future, because we've already did a protocol tonight. What this overwhelm protocol is 3 drops of cypress that you put down the spine, 3 drops of lang lang or a bounce. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be specifically 3. I mean, if you, you know, just a couple, just enough to wet your finger. Lang lang on the heart space here, and the third eye, and the top of the head. So lang lang, it's the oil of the inner child. It's gonna help take that overwhelm away, help you think like a child again, not be so overwhelmed. The next one is feelings of anxiousness, nervousness, just stewing. The oils for this are wild orange, lavender, serenity, balance, cedarwood, and frankincense. I love using frankincense for this anxiety generational curse I got. I use it for 2. This is a roller ball that you can use. It's a 5 ml roller ball. So it is a littler, I don't have one on me right now. It's half the size of this one. It's a cute little guy. You could double it if you wanted to make it bigger. Absolutely. And that is, it's 8 drops of myrrh and 5 drops of lavender, 8 drops of helichrysum, 12 drops of arbor vitae, 12 drops of balance, and 5 drops of wild orange. Then you fill the rest of the bottle with the fractionated coconut oil, and you apply to your wrist 2 times a day. Now, I used to at first, when I started using Desiree, thought, this girl's using way too many oils. But there's a reason for it. And it's because she wants you to move in 2-3 days a week, 2 weeks tops, not 6 months. You could dilute it down to half what we've been doing, and you're gonna use it for longer to get out of that space. So you want to try, and then the other thing with Desiree's recipes, and this applies to her book also, she wants you to do it in order. She wants you to do it in the order that it's listed. So that's more about the physical property of the way the oil's going in and being mixed. So it's great to just go on right on down the line. Now, as for substitutions, there are some substitutions that can be made, but she doesn't like to. She's very, it has to be this oil. There is one substitution I will tell you about though, because I myself have very sensitive skin. If you have sensitive skin, like it gets red and blotchy easy or whatever, cassia, and this probably would apply to other hot oils too, but specifically cassia is one that I have a reaction to. She, straight from Desiree's mouth, just it says, if it ever says cassia and you have sensitive skin, replace it for bergamot. Replace bergamot for cassia for skin sensitivities, and it will have the same physical effect as the cassia. So that's what I would do for that. And like I said, you apply it to your wrist 2 times a day. That would be for anxiety. Now the next one is for feelings of sadness, the dark hole, the great cloud, the thing I had. These oils, my go-to oil that I was first introduced to that I loved was Elevation. You saw it, I passed it around. Elevation. That is what is in my fancy dancy smeller, is Elevation. And a little bit of black pepper, let things go. Let things go with black pepper. I'm sorry, black pepper. So, Elevation, any citrus, I especially love lime. I love lime in my water. It has helped me so much, and it's lime in general. Lime is the oil, the zest for life, and I didn't have that, and I can't get enough lime. I just love it. Citrus Bliss, Cheer, the Spearmint. Spearmint is very uplifting. I love the Spearmint, and then oftentimes too, when you're sad, that Spearmint. Remember we told you it would help you speak to be heard? Well, sometimes when you're sad, people aren't hearing you. Maybe that's part of why you're sad, you know? So I really seem to get a lot of help from speaking, so it really helps me all around. So this one is a protocol that you can use for depressive feelings. When you're feeling sad, you can add a drop of citrus oil to your water. You can inhale, diffuse, or apply the oils to your wrists. And then this get out of the funk and get moving protocol. When you're in a funk and you cannot get out, this is a protocol that you would use, and again, straight from Desiree. You use a small amount of black pepper. I don't know, has any of you smelled black pepper? It doesn't smell like black pepper. I mean, you know, it doesn't make you sneeze, I guess what I'm trying to say. Whenever I've inhaled black pepper, it makes me sneeze. Black pepper one is not like that, okay? It's not like that at all. So get a whiff of that. Maybe Trey has it, I'm not sure. Small amount of black pepper on the third eye, lemon on the temples, like we did, and lemon on the temples, and frankincense and wild orange on the back of the neck. So she wants you to take a drop of frankincense and a drop of wild orange and go like this, and then for 1 full minute, close your eyes and smell it. 1 full minute, 60 seconds. Inhale it. Give your mind some time to inhale that. Okay, so now the lemon on the temples, it dispels self-guilt. Of course, you know the wild orange that we're smelling, it's getting rid of that scarcity mindset. You know, it's helping you to realize that the frankincense is helping with any kinds of anxiousness or upsetness that you might be feeling at the time. So all of these things are working in tandem to help you get out of that funk. Now, if it's a rollerball, by the way, use the amount until you've shifted out of that space, and you may move on into another space or another emotion. But use the 5 ml as long as you're still having the same feelings. Keep using it until it's gone.
So both of these, you want us to use all those oils, not just 1 or 2?
I'm sorry, for which one?
For either one of them. We use
Oh,
all
no, these don't. No. These are ideas to give you an idea of what you could try. Now, this is the great thing. I love lime, and I was sad, and I love lime, but Trey might like wild orange or lemon. She's really drawn to lemon. You know, everybody's body physiologically, we're different, and so we're all drawn to different things. So you gotta just kind of play with it, and don't be afraid to try. And like Trey was saying, when your gut's telling you something, go with it. Go with it. Trust yourself. You know. I know you don't think, you know what you do. So like, if for some reason something smells really good to you, but it's not on the paper, use it. It's okay. It's okay. Because we know ourselves, right? We know ourselves more intimately than we know anyone. So that's why I say sometimes you just go with your gut. Trust it and run with it. And you might find that it really works for you. So the next one is feelings of anger, feelings of rage, whether it be road rage or raging a family member or raging whatever at work. Just really angry. The oils for this are frankincense and lavender, arbor vitae, lang lang, and forgive. I love forgive when I'm really angry. I also love frankincense, just to drop under my tongue when I'm like, I'm going to bite someone's head off, and I don't want to. Oh, drop under my tongue. It's really quick too. It's really quick. So give it a try. And then this one I love. It's called Calm the Beast Rollerball Blend. As a matter of fact, in her book, it's a diffuser blend. And I loved it so much that I made up my own rollerball blend to give to friends. And then I got on a call later, and I said, hey Desiree, I love your Calm the Beast so much, I've made it into a rollerball, but I know my numbers don't match your numbers. Give me your numbers. And she gave me the numbers for this. So this is hers, not mine, made up, on the go kind of thing. So this is from Desiree. In a 5 ml again, so half the size of that one. You're gonna put, in order, 15 drops of frankincense, 8 drops of lavender, 5 drops of the arbor vitae, and 5 drops of my favorite lime. And then you're gonna fill the rest of the bottle with fractionated coconut oil. And like I said, you can use 1 drop of each one for a diffuser blend, if you'd like to diffuse. But what I like too about being able to put it in a roller is you got it on the go. You know, often you don't grab your diffuser and run with it, but you can run with a little bottle and stick it in your pocket.
You are
And then when
too.
I'm really,
Hope I'm not running.
when I'm really feeling this way, a great place to put oils for your emotions, that if you want to see an emotional shift and you want it to be fairly quick, you don't have all day to get out of this, here. And I mean the length of here, from your elbow creases down to your wrist creases. There's tons of veins here. This is where I put a lot of my oils, but a lot of time Calm the Beast, and then Calm the Beast sometimes I'll put here too, on my heart space. So when I really need a lot of help, more coverage, cover more area. My husband's really grateful for this blend. The last one would be feelings of grief or sorrow, and I know that this is oftentimes a very hard place to love. The oils for this are Console, Geranium, Wintergreen, Lemon, Hellerism, and Forgive. And now this is the diffuser blend that we've got for you. It's the Brighter Side of Life, and it's 2 drops each of bergamot, white fir, and Indian sandalwood in a diffuser. Bergamot is the oil of self-love. Gotta love ourselves, guys. Gotta love ourselves, right? So hard. We say this, we don't always do it. So it's the oil of self-love. The white fir, we were talking about getting away from those generational curses and breaking out of that mold that you've been taught, those same bad patterns that you really don't want to carry along. Indian sandalwood is a great for your heart, healing your heart. And so this is why we're using this for this grief and sorrow blend. So the roller blend balls, the roller ball blends recommended from the I Am Fabulous book that I would use for grief and sorrow is Out of Darkness, use Out of Darkness first, Grief and Sorrow, and then follow it with Mayflower's Bloom. That's something that Desiree herself again has suggested to do that. Now, the last one, and it's not bold, and it's okay, no big deal, but just look at underneath and you'll see the feelings of fear and paranoia. Oils for this are sandalwood, peace, bergamot, balance, breathe, juniper berry, and white fir. Juniper berry especially is an oil that helps with dispelling fear. We don't use it enough.
It's a great area on the
She often puts it on the kidneys. That she gave me a protocol that had it on the kidneys a couple of different times. So it seems like that's an area where we like to put fear. So that's for fear and paranoia. Those would be the oils that you would use. Now, a diffuser blend for fear and paranoia would be 1 drop each of arbor vitae, cedarwood, white fir, and Indian sandalwood in a diffuser. I can't tell you how excited I am to teach this class. Like, really, I'm really excited, and I'm not going to start crying or anything. But you guys have no idea how much this impacted my life. I mean, can you imagine just last November, I was a blubbering mess. A blubbering mess. Energy, vibrations, the whole earth is based on vibrations, and emotions are one of them. And so it's something that we can have an impact on how we react to it, what we do to support ourselves through it. And so I have been so lucky and so thankful and so grateful to have found this and to find something that helped me. I'm so excited about it. I was so excited to teach this class, but I'm like, all day long. Because I literally, if I would have watched me a year ago up here, I'd have thought I was crazy. Nuts. Bug nuts. I'm not bug nuts. I'm telling you guys the truth. I was very skeptical. I was like, yeah, right. You want me to do what as I'm sitting here crying? Smell that? What is it? You know, and I was very skeptical. So, if anything, just give it a try. You know, just give it a try, and I think you're going to be really excited with the results.
Thank you, Natalie. Can I borrow your? We do have, Desiree offers, has a class sheet that goes through a specific protocol for healing and blockages, addressing overwhelm, fears, self-esteem, clarity, personal power. We are going to offer, going through this protocol, it's gonna be about a half-hour thing at my house on March 6th. It's not gonna be a sit-down thing, it's gonna be us, getting together, applying the oils, going through the protocol. If it's something you'd like to do, but want to do it from your home and do not want to join us, we will be offering that via Zoom chat. Is anyone familiar with Zoom chat? It's an app that you can put on your phone, and I will post a link, and you click it, and there is a little code that you type in, or a lot of times the link will just directly take you there, and you can watch remotely. So if you would like to join in, it'll be at 6 o'clock on the first Monday, which the first Monday is the 6th. Am I right? Yes. At 6 o'clock. That will be at my house. If you want to stop by and do the protocol with us, please do. If you would like to do it from your home, I can give you some oils that we're going to be using and let you know ahead of time what oils are on throughout the class. So, and I really.